All right, perfect timing. Call the meeting order. Not Callie, if you'll take roll call.
Mayor Peter Boyer,
Present.
Council Tim Ficken,
Present.
Council Dan Zabrowski,
Yes.
He's excused.
Council Joy Shape.
Present.
Everyone rise for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes of May 7th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. You two are going to be busy tonight.
Who wants to do it?
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion.
I'd entertain a motion to approve the payables list for May 19th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries. Approve. I'd entertain a motion to approve the financial statements for the period ending April 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Up for next is the second reading of the ordinance 2026-03. We need to schedule a work session for that. So I would entertain a motion to table that until we have had that work session.
So move.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I would entertain a motion for the first reading of ordinance number 2026-04, annual appropriation ordinance budget for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2027.
So move.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And thank you, not Callie, for getting that in there. All right. And then our Visit Casper board appointment is Daniel Foote. He is here. Please, if you want to approach the podium, I don't think we'll have any questions for you, but if we do, Daniel's, how long have you been our rep? Is it just 1 year now?
About a year and a half.
Year and a half. So Daniel's been representing us up at the Visit Casper board, which the Visit Casper board is,
Like a business.
mine totally just went blank. It's
Tourism.
tourism. Thank you. Gosh, man, like my mind just just flew away.
It's more of a visit in a
I was,
county.
in my mind, I was touring and going on vacation in my mind. That's what.
You got up at 5 today, you said, so.
Right. So anyway, if you guys, if you have any questions for Daniel,
We've seen them come in.
yeah,
Yeah.
Things
it's a pretty old hat at this
I
point.
think I was here in, was it February?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there?
Is it Casper?
Thank you for doing that for us.
Yeah,
Continuing.
and I think I have set up with, Callie,
Callie.
Callie.
to come back in July.
I will make a note and double check with her.
I have it on my calendar, but I didn't look for it.
I'm sure she has it down too.
Cool. So with that, I would entertain a motion to approve Daniel Foote as the Visit Casper board representative for the town of Bar None.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Let's see. Okay,
Give me a sign.
moving right along. So we discussed it, and Tim seems like he would be the best option because he's the most senior person on the council.
All the flattery.
And so Pat, do we motion then swearing in?
That's correct. So what we should do is a motion to appoint him mayor pro tem and then swear him in.
Okay. I would entertain a wait,
Uh,
he can't vote for himself.
Yeah.
Right.
So do we have
What-
to table it or does I have to vote on that, I guess?
Uh, Well, you don't have enough people to vote on it today. Let's see, you actually are one shy, but the two of you can do it because you do have a quorum. So you abstain and the other two vote.
All right, cool. I get to vote today.
Yeah.
I never get to vote. This is cool. I never get to vote, so I'm super excited right now. Thanks, Tim. And thanks, Dan, for not being here. Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve Tim Ficken as Mayor Pro Tem.
Motion, so moved. I don't know what I'm saying. So moved.
That work.
Yeah, and I'll second. Any further discussion? You have to recuse yourself.
I would like to recuse myself.
Perfect. All those in favor?
I
Aye. Motion carries. I almost didn't know what I was doing.
didn't know what I was doing. I got confused.
It's all out of order now. I don't even know how to do this. All right. You're not, yeah, you're good. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Just repeat what I say.
Sir.
I, Tim Ficken,
I, Tim Ficken,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the State of Wyoming,
the Constitution of the State of Wyoming.
that I have not knowingly violated
That I have not knowingly violated
any law related
any law related
to my election or appointment
to my election or appointment
or caused it to be done
or caused it to be done
by others,
by others.
and that I will discharge
That I will discharge
the duties of my office with fidelity.
the duties of my office with fidelity.
Perfect.
Best option.
All right, up next, Mr. Sheridan, you have the floor, sir. Sign this real quick. All right. Repeat after me. I, Steve Sheridan,
I, Steve Sheridan,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Wyoming,
and the Constitution of the State of Wyoming,
that I have not knowingly violated
that I have not knowingly violated
any law related to my election or appointment,
any law related to my election or appointment,
or caused it to be done by others,
or caused it to be done by others,
and that I will discharge
and that I will discharge
the duties of my office with fidelity.
the duties of my office with fidelity.
Perfect.
Take a picture of something.
Get it right in the muscle.
In the chest. Wow.
Yeah, it's not stab proof, it's just bulletproof.
Tiffany.
Perfect.
She got to do that.
Steve, did you sign it or? Perfect. Thank you, sir. All right, moving right along, Mr. Holscher, you have the floor, sir.
Mayor and council, you have my report. It's fairly short. I think the big topic being the urban ag zoning has already come before you and been tabled. So unless there's questions, that's pretty much it. And the items noted in the report, which are continuation of existing topics.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything. It's pretty standard fare for this run. Anything from council?
Right now, thank you.
That was easy.
Thank you, Pat.
Ray, you're up, man.
Mine is also pretty simple tonight. Working on cost estimates for The asphalt improvements, we have those pretty well done, just to be presented at a budget session, including the pedestrian crosswalks at the mailboxes, Tonkawa and Nez Pierce. Then also, as you heard last week, we worked up an estimate to install a grinder pump for the Prairie Lift Station. And that's just working through. I don't make the prices. I just make the estimates. So, so those are two things coming down the pike for you. Also, we're working on grants. As mayor, I've talked with you about a Land Water Conservation Fund grant to fund some improvements to High Plains Park. Some of the improvements that we have included right now, and we've just applied for a preliminary look at the grants, and from there, it'll go into more detail and we can kind of massage what we do and do not want to do. But we included some lighting improvements in the park, some additional grass areas around the basketball courts, kind of a straight line from your back lot corner going diagonally to where the existing grass ends. So just turf that whole area and include irrigation, including a 4-foot fence, as Councilman Ficken, you and I discussed on both ends, some bollards, just some things to make it a little less accessible for motorized vehicles, I guess you could say. And then a variety of other things we've put in for that grant with the Land Water Conservation Fund. We'll know if we make it past the first round, I think in a couple of months. And then from there, it's a full year before we would get any grant funding. So it's a slow, arduous process, but they do pay well. So it can, if we get full grant funding, it can make it worth it.
Okay.
And then Candy's also working on some other grants for various things. I know she's working with Chief Sheridan on a couple different things, and
Grant is becoming my favorite word.
yeah, the replacements, the vac truck. She's got all sorts of irons in the fire right now. So
Well, her introduction into this process has been pretty awesome.
yes,
She's been on fire for,
makes my life a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and then I have not got an update from the contractor for the Coleman Circle tank roof replacement. They're not scheduled to be here until next week. So I'm assuming we'll start hearing something about the delivery of the panels here soon. I did reach out to the contractor, but I know they're busy. So hopefully I can get a call back from them in the next day or two, and I'll update everyone on that schedule.
Perfect. That's it?
Got for you.
Anything for Ray?
I was just gonna, a quick, update on the bike park kind of thing, but for you. I was talking to Austin when I was down there the other day, and he wants to put up a split rail fence around. You'll see like this figure 8 looking, that's gonna be for Strider bikes for like little kids. And he said he may be able to work that into the budget that we approved already, but he'll install that and everything. But he's wanting to put a little split rail fence up around that to keep bigger kids off of it so that little kids will be better on there. And then he did put signs up.
Fantastic. Yeah. The signs are still up?
I think all of them are up.
Okay. That's good.
I lost that bet.
Well, we have a police officer now, or a police chief now, so they may have a little bit of fear of God in them.
Yep.
They need. Well, cool. Covers you. Anything else? No? All right, moving on. Chief Sheridan, you have
Mayor,
the floor, sir.
Mayor, Council, you've got my report. Only thing to add to it that's happened since I wrote this up, we did get a grant for best reimbursement of roughly $2,300.
Nice.
That will equate, I'm changing how we're doing the best based on our needs, so we'll actually be able to pay for 2.5 vests with that. That's me cutting the cost on that without cutting safety. Update on the building, the evidence room, we had to relocate the cage due to some issues. Once we got it, it wasn't actually 8 feet. It was taller. It just wasn't in the description of what we ordered for an 8-foot high. So we had to move it to the closet in there. Dustin's crew came out, helped clean all that out, get a bunch of stuff out. So there will be a little adjustment because we had to remove the fan we put in. now has to be moved to electric run for that.
Gotcha.
But it ended up being a better option for us in the long run. So now it will be dedicated to what it can be, and less work will be involved for the roofing material. So there will be an adjustment in what that costs. We'll be able to pull that out of some stuff we already have. And the only issue under activity concerns that we'll add is I'm getting reports of basically Friday afternoons, underage, so the juveniles running motorbikes all over the place and without due care for anybody. I will be out Friday late working that. I'll be working my shift. I'll be changing it for the summer to come out later, to work later, and probably to help me get some office stuff done, taking Monday from Tuesdays and working Saturdays. So that'll be part of the summer shift, later hours, and then working through the weekend.
Sorry.
No,
I'm just glad somebody else.
it comes, well, to be honest with you, that means Monday and Tuesday, I get to go to the state parks when nobody's there.
That's nice having a weekday off.
Yes, and it works out for my family right now, so
Perfect.
hopefully that'll help us out.
Okay. Anything for Chief Sheridan?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Awesome, man. Moving right along. Chief Zahara, you have the floor now, sir.
Mayor, Council, you guys have my written report. I do have a couple things to add since I wrote this up. Brush 11, Tender 11 did return from Converse County over the weekend. I'm in the process of billing that fire out. Dave and I, Dave Potter and myself have been accepted to the Type 3 incident management teams for Wyoming. So we will be going to training in Riverton May 28th and 29th. What that'll do is allow us to deploy with the teams for assignments over a 2-week period during the summertime. And with him and I both being accepted, it'll allow us to rotate in and out. So one of us will not be, somebody will be here in a capacity to help run the office if I'm deployed. So that's what we're looking at. And then once again, FEMA has finally opened. Thank gosh. So I've been getting my reimbursements from the Wyoming Fire Chiefs Association for training and physicals. Those checks have come in. And then also they just announced yesterday that they opened up the assistance to firefighter grants, the staffing for adequate fire and emergency response, and the prevention grants just opened. I will be applying for the AFG side for new SCBAs. Our SCBAs are Avon Deltas. Currently, they're not being manufactured anymore. They got out of the business and parts are not being manufactured anymore either. So we will be looking at trying to transition our SCBAs over to Scott, which is what the rest of the county is dealing with right now. And they've already transitioned all of their stuff out. Then the only other thing, just to kind of get some direction from you guys, the SAFER grant is for staffing. Basically, we can apply for it. It'll allow us to staff positions where the town pays 25% the first year, the second year, 64% the third year, and then the fourth year, the town actually has to fund those positions 100%. So before I put a lot of time and effort into this, is this something that we want to do at this time, or do we want to wait a little bit longer before we add positions?
You guys understand, he's talking about full-time fire positions, so outside of fire chief. I kind of fall on the side of let's maybe wait a little bit and then see kind of where the year fleshes out at, and then maybe address it next year.
Works for me. And then I'm going to be meeting with the board for the association for the fire department. They're a 501c3, so they're eligible to apply as well. So we may be looking at trying to figure something else out to run down their aisle to hopefully get some more equipment into the department for less cost.
Perfect.
So generally the match on the AFG is generally 5%. We have enough funds, even with what we've done in this budget year, to actually do that with what we need. So good.
Okay. Give your opinion.
I think what Sunny's doing is great. I think there's a lot of irons in the fire right now, and I think holding off until we figure out what's what before we start adding more full-time.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I
No.
didn't hear from you and I don't want to leave you out, so.
No, thank you. I
You
appreciate it.
don't get it if you don't ask.
Yeah. I think you're
Understood.
doing a great job, Sonny.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Cool. Is that,
That's it. If you guys have questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them.
any questions for Sonny? I see none.
No, thank you.
Dustin, you have the floor, sir.
Mayor, council, you have my report. Just a couple things I wanted to highlight. The splash pad is scheduled to open this coming Saturday, weather permitting. And I wanted to just revisit the idea. I passed out a map there right at the beginning. The idea, we had discussed it late last year, and it kind of fell between the cracks. The idea of improving that area right next to the splash pad, adding a picnic shelter, adding some ADA parking, and another access ramp into the parking lot along the sidewalk there. And so that's a drawing that Ray had drawn up for us, kind of a preliminary idea. So I just wanted to bring that back in front of you.
I like the idea of having that ramp there so you can jump right onto the splash pad. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm just messing with you, man.
yeah,
It's an odd.
that's some of Ray's drawing.
Ray.
I don't really know exactly what that.
Cool.
This is not your best drawing, Ray. I'm sorry to say that, buddy.
It's a concept.
It looks like a bird nest and a doorstop.
The idea, there's already one picnic shelter there.
Yeah.
And just on the map, up to the north, that area is the grass is dead. People walk across the grass all the time from the parking lot. It'd
Right.
be much better served to add another concrete pad, another shelter, another picnic table. Because it's in the summer, it's very crowded in there.
Yeah.
People are just camping on the grass.
Do you have an opinion on this one? I'm a ginger. I need all the shade I can get.
And there's not a lot of shade there. So
Oh,
What's the cost of 4-post, just a shade shelter? I was gonna say,
yeah.
Yes, Mr. Schoolcraft, what it cost,
yeah, the concrete pads probably, yeah.
it was 19,000 when we did the one up at High Plains Park. That was pre-COVID.
That was, okay.
Gosh, when was, that was,
It was right when I first.
2019.
Yeah, it's a long time.
like, it was probably 2019 when we did that
When
one.
they hit the gas line. Okay.
Yes. That's the one.
I'll remember that. Put up real fast.
Let's, Ray, give me some, you two, give me some, prices.
Okay.
And
Numbers.
so since we're already on this subject, let's plan on a budget work session next week. So, because all we have left are capital improvements and earmarks. That's our last two things, and then we're done with budget,
I've got a couple on there.
I think.
Pieces.
And wrap up, whatever's left to talk about. So let's plan for next week. Are you both available? Okay, I suppose Dan will be, but I'll just make him available.
Make him available.
So 6 or 7, what time? 6?
Oh, it will be an off council night 7 if that's okay with everybody. I mean, you asked.
next week?
I mean,
Yep, next week, the 26th, Tuesday. So we'll do,
an earmark. Should be able to get through it in an hour.
budget work session, 7 PM. Be there or be square.
7 PM. Got it.
Put it on calendar.
So we can discuss this even more in depth with some prices added onto it, along with all the other asphalt improvement projects that we need to do. Cool. Does
Do it.
that cover you?
Well, the other issue, just to highlight, we have a state lands and investment board meeting on June 18.
Okay.
The SRF application for the back truck. I plan to go. I've never been to one of these. Be a learning experience for me. And so I'm open to any advice, guidance, instructions.
No.
You gonna be available that day?
Of it, if you could go with me. Yes, sir.
What is it?
18 is what
I
Candy told me.
can't go. I would love this.
It
I
would-
will not be there.
Would Candy write?
I spoke to him a little bit today about my experience down
Yeah.
there. So we'll meet up a little bit more
I was gonna
and go through stuff. So
coach him through some stuff. Ray, would you be available?
I cannot go. I'll be out of the country.
Did you have to add that in?
Saying Candy
Yes.
I won't be.
will be.
I mean, I'm not even just not gonna be here, but I'm not gonna be here.
You're still on planet Earth. Can you call in? I'm just kidding, man.
Maybe CPI contact.
Days,
Be in the mountains of
The 18th.
18th.
So it's the Thursday, the 18th in June.
Okay.
Is that down in Cheyenne? Okay.
So,
It's usually in the basement of the Hirschler building.
Okay. What time?
8 a.m. usually.
8 a.m.
That's when they start. You'll have to wait for the agenda to come out to see where you're actually sitting on the list.
Okay, well, I'll be there too. So I'll be there with you. We'll go down and take care of it. Pat, in lieu of Ray, can you go with us?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
thanks, sir.
Yep. Perfect. Does that cover you?
Yes, sir. Those are the main things to highlight. Any questions?
And are we spraying for mosquitoes? Because we've been already going for walks and a ton
Oh,
of
I
mosquitoes.
talked with Natrona
Maybe this
County
froze them all
Weed and Pest.
a little bit.
The guy from Weed and Pest came out about a month ago and he kind of filled me in on, they will come out and set traps.
Tiny.
Kind of on the, yeah, they actually catch the mosquitoes. They'll come back the next day, take them back to the lab and test. And then I'll have to reach back out to them and get the details. So it's, they will spray based on the test results that they get from the traps.
Huh.
Sounds costly.
That is literally way more technical than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's,
You were joking for a minute. It's like they trap them in these tiny little traps. They relocate the
he
mosquitoes.
has a map of Natrona County where he's highlighted, where they've got positive hits for West Nile and
Yeah.
the different disease that they carry.
Yeah.
So just,
They probably want to,
Yeah.
they're very,
one of those things where you got to concentrate what you have.
yeah, there's like 3 people on the whole county crew that does this.
Okay.
So they go all throughout the county, setting traps, retrieving traps, testing and spraying
We've
and
got them out here already, so thank you.
he does, he's familiar with bar none and I'll reach back out to him and find out if they have any additional information.
Okay, thank you.
Do you follow one?
Cool.
Do you just follow one?
My throat's been dry all day.
You good?
Talking about.
Anything else for Dustin?
No.
Tim?
No, sir.
Okay.
Thanks, Dustin.
Yep, thank you. Petitions of public comment. Going once. We're moving too fast, aren't we? You don't want us to disturb. Not gonna slow us down. All right, don't want to slow that roll. Going once, going twice. Sold. Council business. Dan's obviously not here, so we'll just keep rolling right along. Tim, you got an MPO report for us?
There wasn't one
Okay,
this month. It's only every other.
that's right.
Nice.
We did have a Salt Creek Corridor Study meeting though. That's along the MPO lines.
Yeah.
That was Wednesday. Don't really have anything put together for that though.
It's fine.
Nothing really to discuss yet. They talked about, it was interesting how they brought it up and talked a lot about how they're asking if there's like foot traffic down Salt Creek and stuff. And like, have any of you that did this study actually visited this area and whatnot? Because I'm like, yeah, you can walk along it, but it's not safe. Like if you want to die, you can walk down Salt. There's the shoulder is this.
There are people that walk.
I know.
Yeah,
It's hairy. It is hairy.
Ones, yes. So it's like there's a disregard a little bit for life and limb, but that was brought up because they asked about, putting in sidewalks, putting in this, putting in that, and I'm like, I personally felt like part of the walking path thing to try to connect that into Casper. I'm like, I think they'd be a lot better off just with like trying to widen it a little bit with a turning lane starting like at Antelope to be able to turn off on Sunset, turn off on all those versus trying to put curb and gutter and whatnot. Anyway, I'm like, I know they're never going to be able to have it wide enough for a turning lane all the way down like they have on Upper Salt Creek. But I'm like, some sort of walking path that's off of the highway would be ideal. But that integrates into annexation, that integrates into MPO, that integrates into so many different things. Yeah.
I have one thing that I forgot to bring up. In talking with YDOT last week and looking at the annexation area, we have not got it completely drafted up based on the legal description, but I believe that our growth boundary limit is the west side, the west highway right of way on I-25. So we cannot annex to the other side unless you wanted to get an agreement with Casper about which side of I-25 you could annex to.
Can have
But
it.
it appears as though the highway right of way on the west side,
Is that the fence line?
yeah, essentially the fence line running down Salt Creek Highway is our,
On Salt Creek or on I-25?
well,
On the interstate?
on the interstate, yeah.
Okay.
So going down,
That's just so odd to me that we don't already own that, but,
So we can run to the DOT fence, basically.
correct.
okay. Make it so.
And so we're working on changing those maps that I sent a couple weeks ago. And we'll get new maps that show annexing up to the growth boundary line. So that was just kind of in conjunction with.
Yeah, there's so much going on with that stretch of road from not even knowing that our growth binder doesn't even go to the barbed wire, let alone all these other things. So it's nice to see that they do not recommend any roundabouts or anything of the sort, but just like some sort of turning lane, some sort of shoulder, something to make it safer. And then there's an awful lot of traffic trying to figure out a way to get more traffic to use the upper part of Salt Creek more, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll see what they come up with,
Yeah.
is all.
Cool. Thank you, Tim. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve business license number 2026-29, Our Daily Sourdough Bread Stand.
So moved.
Second?
Motion and second. Any further discussion?
Where's it at?
I'm trying to see if it's the same lady I bought some chocolate chip sourdough bread from, and it was so good. So good.
I probably shouldn't know, to be honest.
I don't know if I should give their public address.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. If his
I'm
name's
trying-
on record.
Actually, they live on the same street as me though. So anyway, get with me afterwards.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Last thing, we need to schedule a work session for the urban ag discussion with, Gary's not here tonight. With, zoning and planning. So I can't do next week. I'll be too busy next week, but I can do the first week in June. Does that work? Sure. As long as I can get a few of you in here, that's all I need. So. Do we want to try to do before council or do we want to do its own separate day?
It's just.
One separate day.
Probably. I think it's going to take us, I think it's going to take us a while to work through it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shoot for Thursday, the 4th. And we'll do, hold on, I gotta write this down. Urban ag session. Shoot for 7, do we want to do 7? Or do we want to do 6?
I think it's better.
Okay,
We're timed for that one.
yep. Okay. Urban ag work session, 6 PM. Can you let Gary know? Thank you, sir.
You get that one?
All right. That about covers that. You good? Aren't you busy on Thursday?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, Dan will be there.
yeah.
I'll make it happen for him. Okay.
Only until like July, and then Thursdays are gonna be wide open.
Okay, perfect. I would entertain a motion to exit regular session and enter executive session.
So moved.
Second?
Motion second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay.
We got to take roll call.
Yeah.
I always forget about that part.
Yeah. Not Callie, if you'll take roll call.
Mayor Peter Boyer,
Present.
Council Tim Pickens,
Present.
Council Dan Zabrowski, used Council Joy Shane.
Before you adjourn, just as an oddity, is you actually had one more councilman present in the executive session than you do in the regular session. So you,
Put that in.
yeah, need to note that.
Just noted in the minutes.
Mhm.
Okay. Are we back in regular session? Oh, yeah, okay. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.